The British Prime Minister David Cameron says he's willing to fight to keep control of the Falklands. It comes after the Argentinian president sent him an open letter calling for negotiations over the disputed islands, which the two countries fought a war over back in 1982. RT's Sarah Firth has the details.
He was asked this question in an interview, whether Britain would fight to keep the Falkland Islands, and Prime Minister David Cameron saying, of course we would. So he made his position there extremely clear. If an attempt were made by Argentina to retake the Falkland Islands, that military troops would be deployed by Britain. So absolutely very clear on that, very strong rhetoric coming from the Prime Minister over that issue. This comes on the back of Argentina's president remaking these accusations that the Falkland Islands were stolen from Argentina by Britain. I think she called it 19th century colonialism. And I think some concern from people here today that, you know, this was something that was very much focused on in the course of the interview. This was some of the strongest statements, but of course perhaps overshadowing a little bit some of the other very important issues that are happening on a national level at the moment here in the country. We've got the cuts to child benefits coming in this week. Sorry, it's Tuesday that will go through the House of Commons. So some very important issues here at home at the moment. Of course, a lot of people say we're talking about fighting a war again somewhere else when actually we're sort of fighting our own battles here in the country at the moment. It's been nearly 30 years since we saw the end of the Falklands War. It definitely has very strong resonance with people here in Britain, but we've seen this argument kick off again. As I said, we've had very strong comments from the president in Argentina. It's also, of course, come into a much more recent argument again because it's been discovered that there are large oil reserves. Of course, I think that's really going to play a big part in seeing this contest over the islands between Britain and Argentina really heating up again. It doesn't look like it's going away.